Okay. Okay. Lancaster build. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 issues. So I'm just going to move the camera down. There we go. Make sure the volume's up. Yeah. Bring that up. There we go. Okay. Starting to do the base. Which I suppose is fair enough. Take 2 base panels. Like so. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. That's a bit small. Okay. Now the base with this one, this Lancaster build, base is pretty, well, really good. So is really, really good. But I'm just hoping that everything works. Should. Should. Okay. Alright, so that's the base. Well, that base is done. Don't put that on just yet. So, put to the side. Alright. Okay. Another one. What's that one over there? Nothing. Okay. Put that aside. Now, 84. Just going to check something. 84. $84. Right. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. The middle part. 21. Uh, 21 there. 22. And of course that will go under there. Like so. Same with that. Same with that one. So everything will work. Okay. Well, that is that issue finished. We've got some more of the panels, so we don't need to put anything on that. We just need to bring this back here, turn it around like that, and And I think later on, issues later on, you got the warped part on the top of it. So we don't do anything. Okay. Okay. Now we've got A6. Don't need that at the moment. Put that there. 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 Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so we need this back. Carefully remove. Why do I have to remove it for? Ah, that's why. I don't know why they do this on the bloody issues and then turn around and have it where you have to take a part off. But oh well, that's all right. take a part off. Halfway through the build. It's just really strange though. Take AM screws. AM screws. Well, doesn't look like any AM screws to me. AM screws. Remove the four. Oh, remove. What do I have to remove it for? Crying out loud. Got to remove. Wait a minute. Got to. Let's just remove it. I thought it said edit. What is it? M. It's M. Wrong cable. Okay. Yeah. Done that. I guess I have to do it on the other side. Now. Okay. Oh. Okay. An internal light has been fitted in the cockpit. M. Connector marked R. M. Something's not right. Something is not right. Oh no, hang on. Oh, there it is. There it is there. Of course I put the wrong bloody thing in. Connector marked R. Jeez. Marked L. Seriously? Trust me to put the wrong bloody one in. trust me to do that. Oh dear. Oh. Right. So why is it that okay, so you got that there, and you got that there. Okay. Alright. Let's say this will definitely work. Just it's slightly different to the Spitfire. So we can move this out of the way. And that's, we can put that there. Turn that round. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Use a little glue. Need to get the glue. Jeez. Use a little glue. Do not glue the chute in place. Okay. Don't glue it in place. Okay. Now, Do not use any glue. I guess you don't need to glue there. Use a little glue. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Jeez. Right. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Do I use a little glue? Glue in place, of course. Oh, so that's one. Get this one in. And of course, we glue in place. Oh, Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Fucking, that's bloody glue. Oh no. It's alright. Okay. That's okay. Now, put there, there. Now, right. Put that there. Now, put one that is M. M. Right. Now, think it would stay, but I'll have to use a bit of masking tape. Hold this. Just to hold it. It's got to go in there. Goes in there. A little bit of masking tape there. Okay. Right. So okay, so we've got X1 is, we don't need to use that at the moment. We'll put that there. We need to bring this back over here. Use that. So okay. Okay. Need a bit of masking tape. There we go. A little bit more. Okay. So, pop that there. Bring this back here. Okay. Okay. May need glue. Yep. Okay. Now, may need glue if necessary. Yes, naturally will. And of course, there's no bloody. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Seriously. Right. Oh. Right. Can be glued into place. why these can't go in, stupid thing. Right. So that is that. Let's go there. Right. A8. Right. Now, time. Oops, I forgot one tiny little piece. Tiny little piece. Tiny little piece right there. YouTube chat doesn't seem to be working. Show. It's coming up, Stuart. Just done the Lancaster build. Um, them. The, says, what are you up to today? Hi Darren, how are you? I'm good, Stuart. I'm good. This is what you're up to today. The Lancaster build. And comment. Hang on, I'm just gonna check. Any update on the man cave video? Okay. Now, I'm just gonna. I'm glad chat is working now. It's been a bit slow recently. I don't know why it keeps mucking up. All right. The man cave. Gonna start doing today. I am going to get onto it today. I will do a before video showing how it is now, and then an after video of how it's all been fixed up. And now, which will be done. So that's an update of that. The other day, I was talking about how certain novelty popcorn holders didn't seem to be in Australia, right? Now, we went and saw The Mandalorian on Thursday. first I noticed the cups and it's got the Mando on the top of the cup, and then the other one had Grogu. And I thought, okay, so I walked around to where the popcorn was, and sure enough, they had the novelty ones. Mando's helmet, which is the other one, which is Grogu. Then Sunday we went to East Gardens, and I noticed a different type of cups for the Mandalorian Grogu movie. So we got this one. That's very nice. What were the prices of those? And hang on, and we've got this one. Now the cups were about 24. Now the popcorn holders, they were little bit pricey. They were about $67 each. But we had the money and thought I paid for one and my wife paid for the other one. A little bit pricey though, a little bit pricey. But it's always novelty. It's always the tins. That seem to just be still sitting there for weeks. Those would look great in the man cave on a shelf. Yes, I at the moment they're just sitting on the coffee table for the meantime. But they will be put on display in the man cave. This one's my wife's. Seems it must be a little toys or food the Grogu has. And then this one where you got the top, and then Mando climbing up there. So they'll be the two popcorn holders. They'll be going in the man cave. These, on the other hand, occasionally use them now and then. But they're not bad, you know. They're not bad, right? Have popcorn. They'll go really good with the Mortal Kombat one, the clipboard one. But I have ordered. They look good quality. Yes, that's the thing. That's something else I did notice as well when we went to get them. The quality of these is definitely good. Definitely good. Like, you know, detail. Right? And with Mando, you know, shiny, excellent with the detail on that. The cups, they're pretty good. You were lucky to get them. They usually sell out fast. Yes, that's something else I thought, because usually go to the cinema and I think, oh, it's got the tins. but maybe sell out fast. Maybe the cinemas in Australia do have novelty popcorn holders, but they do, go fast. But was lucky because we saw the movie 2 days after we're in Gold Class. We had a Gold Class gift card, and I've seen people go into cinemas and buy them without buying a ticket to watch the movie. Wonder how they managed to be able to do that, Stuart. And we before we went into Gold Class, of course, you're able to pick, there's a menu, and then there's a type of drinks, and go up the counter. So they scan the top of the ticket, tell them what food you want and drink, and they bring it in at the beginning of the movie or the middle of the movie. You can have sliders, the little burgers or pizza or nachos in there. We had pizza and soft drinks. So and the recliner and the seats, so it was pretty good. The cinema over here, they can buy the popcorn buckets and merchandise without going to watch the movie. Then they sell them on eBay for a stupid price. I don't know why people do that. I think some people, they don't think, They see, oh, nobody popcorn holder. And they say, oh, on eBay. All they're after is the money. But the thing is, they're sort of collector's items. I don't know why. It's stupid that people do that. Sell them on eBay. It means that ones that get them on eBay from people who just go in the cinema, as you said, go in the cinema, buy it, and then put it on eBay. That means that those ones that buy it on eBay, they've got collector's item. While the ones that put them on, just go and buy them and put them on eBay. Seriously. Why do that? Put it on eBay. And they want to have more than they paid for. Silly. So yeah, they'll go in the man cave and put them on display with the Mortal Kombat clipper board. On the app that when I'm able to order things from, there's another novelty popcorn holder. I won't say what it is. It's from one of the movies recently. I'll show that when it comes. I'll show it on the live stream, and add that to it. So I think because these novelty popcorn holders, I'd say that they do come out here, but they go very fast, as you said, Stuart. So I'll be looking out for them because Master of the Universe. I got a Yoshi popcorn bucket recently when I watched the Super Mario movie. Yes, that popcorn holder, I had a look for that in Hoyts. Must have been sold out. So that's the app there. I said there's a novelty popcorn holder coming. I have seen Yoshi popcorn holder. So when I can, I'm gonna get that because I think get all different novelty popcorn holders from different movies, and you have it all displayed and that. So the main car, I've got a big job to do. I've got an entertainment unit I've got to put together. So I'm going to do a lot. It's a big job, but I'll be fine with it. So yes. So there's a couple of other things that I got. Looking forward to seeing what you have coming up on the channel. There is a couple of new things coming to the channel. Just go and get them. Okay, one of them got a couple of months ago, which is from the movie Ted 2. Alright, now I could do a review so that it's coming to the channel. Then we've got the other, also got this one. And this one. Of course, there's going to be a couple of other things coming to the channel, and over the next few months and so on, other new things coming. Now, I could take them out of the box and, do a review on them. And then carefully put them back in the box. Do you take them out of the box or display them in the box? Well, usually I'll take my box and do a bit of a, if there's like with all the detail on it, the the arms and legs move, all the little things that we all do. We all, we're doing a figure review. Then I carefully put it back in the box and have it displayed, like that. These two boxes, these minions, these two, right? they cost $10 each, which is big W. $10 each, which seems a bit strange because the Master of the Universe figures is $44, right? Now, even though this movie has been out for a while now, right? Seems strange. You know, they sell these for $10, while other figures they sell more. Speaking of Master of the Universe, that movie comes out here in June. Might go and see that. Very likely there might be novelty popcorn holders. I don't know it, you know, what they look like. I just have to wait and see. Also, I think it was last year I did podcasting. That is coming back. So update on that. That's coming back. There will be. It'll be good to see some cooking or baking videos or taste reviews. Yes. So cooking videos also back. In cooking video, I'll be making a dessert. It'll be butterscotch pudding. That'll be in one of the cooking videos. And let's see, there'll be taste reviews on certain foods. Yes, it definitely will be yummy because I will be doing that. Might make homemade sausage rolls. I did make sausage rolls before. They didn't look very good, but they did taste all right. I made last time I love sausage rolls. Yes, I like sausage rolls too, mate. I made bacon and egg sausage roll. And I'm going to try and make them again, but this time do it a bit better. Also, I have a Ninja blender, which I think the last time I made banana and blueberry drink, which I will make again. But this time, I'm going to make sure I crush the blueberries, if I can get blueberries. So I think they come out just in a certain time. If I can get blueberries, then I'll make sure I crush them so it's like a sauce, and mix it up in the blender, and we have that with the dessert. Movie reviews. They'll be come back as well. So far, there's a couple of movies I'll be doing a review on. There's the Michael Jackson movie. There's Mandalorian and Grogu. I've seen people on YouTube. They do reviews on the Mandalorian and Grogu. Some really enjoyed watching it. Then you've got others that are saying, "Oh, there was good bits and bad bits and all this." But we saw it and it was really good, really good. You know. So there'll be reviews. There'll be I'll be doing a talk about that. Lego coming back, and there is one Lego set which is the Millennium Falcon. I'm sort of deciding whether to get it or not. On the app that when we're able to order things from, it's on there. It's about probably 100 and something, and you got a bit of shipping. But Big W, they were selling it for over $1,000, which that's way too much. 100 and something sounds a little bit better than 1,000 and something. So I'm sort of deciding on that. Let's see, what else? Yes, definitely, Stuart, definitely. Because, the app we use can get Lego sets for a lesser price. Like, I got the Disney camera. And it's got 3 minifigures, and that was about $37. And in Big W here, they're charging nearly $79, $80 for a Lego set. Sometimes I might get the Lego sets in Big W at about $22. But if it's the other ones, I get it on the app. Quality is good and that. So that'll be coming back later on in the next probably in the next 2 months. The other 2 builds. One is the bigger version of the Titanic motor. That will be possibly Friday. There's also the Ford Falcon XB GT car build. There'll be about 12 issues to do. A couple of the issues have the tyres, which I have to soak in hot water so it softens the tyre so easily get on the rim. And there's still other bits and pieces to put on the ship, the Titanic ship. And the another update, which is the Doctor Who. You're going to be busy. Yes, I will definitely be busy, mate. definitely busy. The second channel, which is my Doctor Who fan film, um, episode 4, which was called Saving the Master. Um, it will be sort of called Dragon Planet. I'm sort of looking around for software with CGI, and I've seen a few things, things on Facebook I've come across, but I have to wait for probably July to be able to get it. Here is the link for anyone wanting to sub. That's all right, Stuart. No worries, mate. That's all right. Put that up on there. Not a problem, mate. Where it doesn't say anything about a green screen, where you can just add to the video and like, of course, do the video first. There's like there's software with monsters, great big giant monsters. One looks like Godzilla, and other ones have big wings and that. So that will be part of episode 4. I'm also sort of looking around. There's been others as well. So I'm going to sort of make episode 4 a little bit better. I mean, all the other episodes, episode 1, 2, and 3, been all right, been pretty good. Episode 4, I want to sort of make it better. I will do what I did in one of the videos where I played 2 parts. There was a comedy. I did a bit of a comedy thing called Bob and Cody, where the lounge. I sat one part and played as Bob, and on the other part I played as Cody, or Cody on one side, Bob on the other, and because the lounge is in pieces, because you can move it around, it was good to be able to have it in the middle, so the line in the middle. So on my phone, when I did both parts, I had me on the one side, and then I went and added the other part, and I just carefully turned it round, so you've got 2 of me, right? In that video, Bob was reading a book, or Cody was reading a book, and Bob was listening, looking on his phone, he's laughing, and Cody's telling him, "Say, shh, I'm trying to read." I'm going to do that where you've got the Doctor on one side, the Master on the other side, and so I'll play the Bayard as well. That sounds good. Yeah, definitely, mate. It definitely sounds good. They have to team up because even though the Master is bad, the Bayard is worse. In an episode. Can we get the Master to defeat Albo? Oh, that would be all right. He'd be definitely in on that. He said, yeah, no worries, Albo, no worries. He'd be in on that, the Master. In episode 3, which is part 1, the Bayard knocked the Master out, dragged him into the Bayard, dragged the Master into the Master's TARDIS, and it sort of tortures the Master a bit. Which in episode 4, I'm going to say that the Master and Doctor team up. I have got what sort of aliens will be in there? Well, I haven't worked out what ones will be in it. There might be let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure what ones will be in episode 4, but towards the end of episode 4, there will be a sort of a surprise sort of thing. There'll be someone who used to travel with the 4th Doctor and was with Romana. I'm not going to say what the certain thing that will be in it. If I give a hint, it'll probably end up working out what it is. Which has to be put together. And let's just say he talks. Still have to work out how I'm going to build him. The Dalek build, when the Dalek is finished, and I do the live stream when it's finished, and check to make sure it moves and that. In a episode down the track, that will be in it as well. That will be in an episode later on down the track. Yes, as I said, at the end, close to the end of episode 4, there'll be a bit of a surprise where I have to build him and he talks. Which I have to work out how I'm going to build him, but that's on. So there will probably be alien in it. Could be sort of at the end as well. But as I said, the master and the doctor have to team up. To end up stopping the Bayard. But that will be probably start filming. Start filming next Monday, and take Albo to the planet Mars and leave him there with our Prime Minister. Yeah, yep. Oh, yes. They leave him on Mars. Take both of them, because the UK Prime Minister, he is just as bad as Albo, but the UK Prime Minister, it's as though a lot of the time he doesn't know what he's doing. He sort of, like, he'd be talking about something, and it was so on the look on his face as though he doesn't know what he's doing. Our Prime Minister Albo is like a wee little wheeze. He'll lie and say all this crap, and then go back on his word. Which hopefully, I think the new Prime Minister, and with the UK Prime Minister, need a new one for there as well. Someone that's going to listen to the people. Help the right people, not the wrong people, because they seem to be helping the wrong people and pushing the right people aside. As though these prime ministers say, oh no, we won't worry about the right people. Who cares about the right people? We'll just help the wrong people. Let these ones come in. Come on, come into the country. Well, let just come in. We'll give you this and give you that. While the right people suffer. Yes, we need someone who looks after our own people. Yes, because the thing is, over here in Australia, because it's sort of the Australian culture and the Aboriginal culture, and the two cultures that seem to get pushed aside is Australian culture and Aboriginal culture, which isn't right. That's wrong to do that, And I've said this a few times before. I wouldn't care if Aboriginal shop was opened up in one of the suburbs, with didgeridoo and all the different items, like t-shirts and all the different things. I wouldn't mind that. That'd be good. But I think it's about time. The UK has so many African people coming here on boats, and then they get to stay in luxury hotels and have lots of money, while the rest of us have no help. Yep, I've seen a fair few videos of UK blokes going in and videoing certain hotels, showing that these ones, oh, here you go, here's lots of food. There's even been I've even seen trucks with all different items, TVs, food, and they've got a massive spread and they don't have to pay. They're getting help. But the thing is, they make out that they need help, put a big show on, and these prime ministers, they fall for it. And then the next minute, these ones that are being helped say, oh, we don't like this and we don't like that in the country. Well, why go to a country to start a new life if you're going to criticise the culture, you're going to criticise how things are in that country? And it's the taxpayers who is paying for them all. It's terrible. They also commit crimes, steal, and do bad things too. Yes. And get away with it. So, you know. And this is the thing. When you go to a new country, start a new life, you respect the culture, you respect how things are how done in that country, and sort of like integrate with the culture there and that. But the ones that seem to come here, Australia and all other countries, UK and all other countries, they just respect the culture, how things are there. They start noticing, oh, they're this and that. Oh, we don't like this, we don't like that. Oh, that's offensive, this is offensive. So why move? Why go and end up starting a new life in a country or any country in the world and start disrespecting and culture and how things are done in the country? And they go, oh, that's offensive, this is offensive. Oh, we've got to change this, we've got to change that. No, we don't. Because all certain countries do things differently. And they should respect the culture and respect how things are done. Because each country has their way, their own way set. Do things differently. So you move to a new country, start a new life. Oh yes, right. I respect the culture, respect how things are done in that country. You know, but here there's certain ones that take over suburbs, food courts, and jobs. And there just seems to be more and more of these certain ones coming here. And I think you're coming to this country, starting your life. You don't come here to take over. But because Albo's bosom buddies with a certain prime minister in one of the countries, there's certain ones that, oh, there's more and more and more and more and more. You think, okay, slow down. It's our prime ministers who are letting it all happen. Yes, they definitely are, mate. Definitely. Because, you know, this is why we need a prime minister also say, hey, we have enough. We don't need more and more. Because in certain suburbs, I've seen lots and lots of flats. Houses get knocked down. Oh, let's put dozens and dozens of flats, units. And I think, why? Just so you can house these certain ones. Oh, yeah, there you go. Brand new flat. Brand new unit. You know, we need prime ministers in countries that say, no, we've got enough. The border closed. Security's tightened. So they come in, both and say, no, sorry, you've got to go back. We've got enough, you know. Because all the resources are being used on them and everything else, while the right people, we all have to suffer, and the prime ministers don't listen to the right people, they listen to the wrong people. You know, it's wrong, absolutely wrong. You know, you this message is hell. Oh, jeez. One of your comments, Stuart, I can read it, but apparently YouTube has held one of the comments for review, and I can't show it. Another monitor just handled this. Another monitor. Oh, that's strange. I don't think I said anything bad. No, it's bad at all, but what I can say, it's not bad at all. But that's absolutely shocking what they're doing, turning it into places that are being knocked down, and these certain ones thinking, oh, that certain don't worry about it. YouTube is weird about stuff sometimes. Yes, and the thing is, Stuart, it seems that there's even people, wrong people, that seem to be able to say this and say that and get away with it. But if we say anything about things like that, oh, we get told, sorry, no, you can't say that. That's not good. You shouldn't say that. But we are allowed to have our say about things. Freedom of speech. You know, I'm sick and tired of. There's ones that will say this and say that, and they get away with it. That's either YouTube, TikTok. Oh, that's all right. But as soon as any of us say anything, oh no, that's against the law. No, naughty, naughty. We have a right to have a say about things. You know, If they find it offensive, then go back. I'm sorry, but go back came from. Because the thing is, you go to a new country, start a new life. You respect the culture. You respect how the country is run. You respect how things are in that country. Maybe integrate with the culture. You don't turn around and start want to change this and change that. Exactly. Why don't other people get into trouble for saying it, but when we say it, we say it, we get in a lot of trouble. They should respect how we do things in our own country. Exactly. Because it's 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 not right. You know, it's not right. You've got these certain ones that are so stuck up and they go, oh no, can't say that. Now, there's a certain female on TikTok, right? Certain Asian female on TikTok, and she starts talking about white this and white that. And I found what she was saying, I found it a bit offensive. So I reported her. Do you think they would have taken that video down? When I checked it to see if they did, if TikTok did, it said, oh, in other words, oh, didn't need to take her video down, it was fine. So ones like that female is able to say this and say that about what this, what that, and yet we can't say anything about the ones that find our country's offensive. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. But if we mention their colour, we would get banned. Yeah, that's another thing. Seriously. It's as though it's as though every single person in every country, as though we've all been moved to a parallel Earth. Some things are the same, but everything else is different. As though we've all been shifted to a parallel Earth. As I said, some things are the same, everything else is different. Because the thing is, you've got in movies, change the colour of characters. You've got woke. You've got political crap also being put in. We live in a society where everything has gone woke, as they call it. Yes, yes. And there's ones that make movies like some of the movies, Disney, where they made Snow White, where this actress, Rachel Zellweger, whatever her last name is, insulted, really said bad things about the original Snow White movie. Like Doctor Who, the Doctor has never been that colour and has never been gay. Definitely no. Because I'm going to say about that in a minute. And she totally bad things about the actual movie that Disney made. First movie that came out. many, many years ago. And they changed things, changed the ending and all this. And then Mermaid, they changed. Oh, let's change the colour of the colour of that. They could have made a different movie, but no. What happened to those two movies? They flopped. Now, the Doctor Who, the Doctor doesn't have time for sex or flirting whatsoever. He travels through time and space. Goes when the TARDIS materialises on the planet. Everything looks fine. Looks like it's all good. Nothing going wrong. But of course, hiding in the shadows, there's a villain or a new villain that's bad, you know. And the Doctor has to save the people. Yeah. And then once he saved them, he says goodbye, goes in the TARDIS, and the TARDIS dematerialises, right? But as I said, the Doctor doesn't have time for sex or flirting. And he shouldn't have been a woman too. Apparently they are turning James Bond into a woman. Crazy. Yes, I've heard about that. And I think the creator of James Bond is, you know, doesn't like that idea because with having the Doctor as a woman, it didn't work. You see, it has to be a male. It has to be a white male. Okay. I've got nothing against black people. They're lovely people, you know. Nothing against gays. They're lovely people as well. But you don't put it in a show and start ruining it with one thing and then another thing. And the Doctor doesn't change his sex. You've got male Time Lords and you've got female Time Lords. Because remember, in one of the episodes of Doctor Who many years ago, Tom Baker, where Romana was like she would regenerate trying different body in that. And they're all female, right? Until she was unhappy with one of the faces, the princess, so she looks like the princess, has the princess face. And of course, the fourth Doctor said, "You can't go around wearing her face," and eventually he sort of thought, "Okay, right," and they travel through time and space. The problem with having a female play the Doctor, when the 13th Doctor was up against some time agent, and there was a bit of confrontation between the 13th Doctor and the bloke. You can see on her face that and she couldn't it was though she couldn't stand up against this bloke, right? Say a few words and then walk away and then go around the corner. With a male, stand up, they can, you know. Peter Capaldi, where there was an episode in part 2 with the Zygons, right? And one of the Zygons that looked like Clara, but had a different No, but looked like Clara. And the doctor's saying, yeah, there's a war. I was in a war myself. In the time war. And he's really, and that's why it has to be a male, because all other males, we've seen them, we've seen the 10th Doctor. He's crying, he's like, oh, he's saying, oh, I could do so much more, you know. You've got the 11th Doctor, you know, did the, I think the parcels coming. Well, no, wasn't the person delivering it. They were more, sort of strong, you know, and they can tell the bad one where to go, sort of thing. Because all all the actors, male actors that's played the Doctor, at some point in time, they've sort of, you know, you know, just take for example the first Doctor, William Hartnell that played the first Doctor. At first, he was a bit like a grumpy old, you know, man. He was sort of, you know, and of course, in that, there's the two teachers followed Susan, and then the talking, and then eventually they say, no, stay inside, Susan, and then the first Doctor's trying to stop the two, was trying to they push their way into the TARDIS, right? And at first the Doctor's, you know, but mellowed out as the story went on. um, and of course, it would, you know, if you've seen the documentary true story of William Hartnell, started getting very thick, couldn't continue, and they had to let him go. Now that's what it sort of shows in the documentary true story of um, of William Hartnell, but not sure what really was going on, but was that's what we told was that. Um, so and then you had Patrick Trojan, John Betwee, Tom Baker, Peter Davidson, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, Paul McGann, and then between the eighth and ninth Doctor, you had the other Doctor, played by John Hurt, did a very good job playing the other Doctor, and was part of that, say, timeline, sort of part of the regenerations, sort of thing. So it was sort of between the 8th and 9th. Then you had Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, Matt Smith, and Peter Capaldi, right? Now, up to that certain point was fine, right? But as soon as they had a female, that's when it went all downhill, right? And the first, thank you, Stuart. Yeah, thank you, mate. When the first episode of the 13th Doctor came on, so I watched it to see how it would go, even though I didn't like the idea of a woman playing the Doctor. Now, before I continue, in one of the Doctor Who fan films, there's a female that plays the Doctor, right? Her channel is called Velocity. Now, she does an excellent job. Now, the way she plays her Doctor, caring, listens, always there to save the companions. She does an excellent job. Right? But the way they did it with the 13th Doctor, no. That was not. It was terrible because the villain in it, mask on, I thought, okay, he looks pretty, scary. Until he took his mask off. His face was covered in teeth. So when he kills a person, yes, they made her Doctor bisexual, which was silly. Yes, that's something that shouldn't push into a show as well. And this creature, I'm thinking, what's in his face? I look, oh, it's teeth. So as I said, he kills people and takes their teeth and sticks it in his face. I thought, gee, another alien I know that we've seen take a trophy in the movie Predator. Huh? What trophies they take? And I thought, no, come on, no. And every episode was terrible. You had the Flux, then you had the Timeless Child. It's as if they run out of ideas and make crap up. Yes, that's true, mate. Definitely true. Because the way they were making out that, when the Doctor was young, a child, and this Doctor or whatever, or Octagon, whatever the name was, forcing the child to regenerate and took regeneration. And, yes, with all the other timelines have got the regeneration, all this blah blah blah. No, And when I first heard that the doctor was female, I thought, no. It's not going to work. And it didn't work. Even though, as I said with the female that plays the Doctor there, the Doctor Who fan film, she does an excellent job. A really excellent job. Her Doctor cares. They're saved companions. And treats the companions with respect. Right? Now, when it was time for the 13th Doctor to regenerate, and David Tennant came back as the 14th Doctor, but the way the 14th Doctor got his clothes, suddenly he already had them, as though someone had interfered with his regeneration, which of course it was the toy maker, right? Now, I suppose in a way that's all right, because the caretaker or creator said you probably see familiar faces down the track, sort of thing. Now that was fine, right? But I think it should have been a different person, but it was fine. Right? Which means probably have unresolved issues that he has to resolve with Donna, as we saw. But the one thing I thought was ridiculous was when that creature, at first they thought it was all nice, and later on find out it was bad. They're saying, oh, what are you, a he or a she, or what, yeah? And Donna's daughter just suddenly, oh, no. And the goes, oh, sorry. I thought that was a bit ridiculous. But the special, okay, rest of it was all right. Yeah, didn't mind. It was sort of enjoying. It was enjoyable to watch, just except for that one bit. And then there was, you got that special, and then there's the other special where Don accidentally tips a cup of coffee on the console. And I go travelling, and they turn up and they show where Isaac Newton, right, apple drops on his head. They changed the colour of the character of that, right? The other thing which I thought was stupid, when the Doctor says gravity, Isaac Newton says mavity, thinking they're saying mavity instead of gravity. Silly. And they end up, oh, they're on some ship. Then it came to the third special, which was the Time Maker. Right? Now, that was Patrick Harris, played the Time Maker really well. Did a pretty good job. Right? Now, when the part where the Time Maker, says, "Hey, no, mate." And the toymaker shoots him. Right? Donna and the other companions come over and he says, "Oh, I'm regenerating." Right? Okay, fair enough. But then you go, the glowing orange stuff sort of disappears, and he says, "It feels different this time." Stands up and says, "Oh, I'm pull." What? Pull. So the next minute, and there's two of them. Two doctors in the same timeline. Now, the only time two doctors are in the same timeline is if that doctor needs help from his other selves, or one of the doctors, the Colin Baker saw, met one of his other selves, his second self that was kidnapped and taken. That's fair enough. But as soon as they split, separated, start saying this bi-regeneration. There's no such thing as bi-regeneration. When a Time Lord regenerates, that one go and a new face. Now, it would have been all right if every time, even from 2005 and onwards, where the Doctor regenerates and that one regenerates and has ends up having a new face, the one before is put in the timeline, their own timeline, right? But having two doctors in the same timeline, one living with Donna and her family, and the other one travelling through time and space, you've got two doctors in the same timeline, right? Which means that if the 14th Doctor regenerated, right, and the 15th Doctor regenerate, you'd have another two. So you'd have four Time Lords in the same. No, actually, if they'd end up doing a bi-regeneration, but this time they didn't when the 15th Doctor regenerated. And it's either be smart, the one that's the writer producer decides to be smart and have Billy Piper as the 16th Doctor. No. Which that's no. Another woman. No. 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 Because that would, if you had the 14th Doctor bumping into the 16th Doctor, and the 14th Doctor Rose. Oh no, I'm the 16th Doctor. I just have her face. You see how awkward that would be? You'd have a 14th Doctor and a 16th Doctor, but the 16th Doctor is female. You see the awkwardness between the two? You get a bit flirty with himself? Mm-mm. No. And that's why with the Master, you know, the male, then the female, then male again, which, all right. But I just think it went downhill after the 12th Doctor. Now, something else I'm really getting ticked off about, really had a gutful of, is there's these certain ones that talks about all different things about Doctor Who. Certain ones in the UK. One does a Doctor Who fan film, pretty good. Another one doesn't, but talks about certain episodes. But they seem to, as though they make things up. You see the thumbnails, and you've got, I think, oh yeah, look, with thumbnails, you're making your own thumbnail right there. But it's as though they make all this crap up just to get more supporters, make people believe what they're saying, and they're right. Right? It's all a load of crap, rubbish. But they lie. They need to get their facts right. Right? One of them said, oh, the Mega's coming back. I hate when that they make crap up too. Oh, have to go now, Darren, sorry. I have to have my dinner. Another enjoyable video today. Thank you, Stuart, mate. Enjoy your dinner. Take care, mate. But yeah, and as I said, Omega's coming back. Right? And I thought, oh, okay, come back, and the doctor had to stop him. But oh, yes, Omega came back all right. Great, big, giant skeleton. Catch you on your next video. I will catch you with the rest of this one later. No worries, Stuart, mate. Take care. A great big giant skeleton. I thought, oh, come on. Couldn't they do a better job? Could have had it where you had he had a mask and the door opens and out he comes, walks out. And then the doctor has to send him back. You know, maybe a sonic screw or using something to send him back where he belongs. But, and you even had a part where the Rani, who's a renegade Time Lord, who's supposed to regenerate, they have a new face. But they did the bioregeneration with the Rani, split into two. You had a bad Rani and a good Rani. The good Rani didn't like, yeah. But, oh, and then that went downhill. It just completely was, oh, it was terrible. And I thought, no, Chris Chubby Bobby, blood, ruined it. And then you've got the Christian with the other person, and then you've got the other one. No, it just that the episodes were like some were okay, others weren't. I just feel as though they just don't care. But as I said with these ones that make up crap, they make up bullshit. Because you see in the thumbnail, like that, any person will go, oh, is that what's happening? Is that what's going to happen? And you think, no, you make your own thumbnail. You add bits and pieces to it. This is what's going to happen, and these ones are coming back, and this and this and this and this and this. We need to get their facts right. Stop lying. Telling a whole lot of bullshit. It's ridiculous. You got other ones that all these females that like to show a lot of cleavage and they're doing a figure review, pop review, figure review. And they get that many supporters and then they watch ours straight up in about a week. It's ridiculous. While the rest of us struggle to where we want to get to. We work hard, we're honest, we're truthful. We don't lie to our supporters. Seriously. And certain females sit there with bikinis on. Thank you for the like. Whoever gave me a like, thank you, I appreciate that. You know, you have to be honest and truthful to your supporters. You know, work hard to where you want to get to. Not tell a whole lot of crap just to get more supporters. Make people believe the bullshit you say. It's not right. And there's ones that just can say this and say that about government, prime minister and that, and they get away with it. But as soon as any of us say anything about it, oh, no, naughty, oh, you can't say that, oh, against our guidelines, blah, 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 blah. It's ridiculous. And that's what I was saying with TikTok, certain female who says about what this, what that, what this, what that, gets away with it. I reported her video because what she was saying I found a bit offensive. But do you think TikTok took her video off? Oh no, that's all right. She can say this and say that about white this, white that, and I think she's living in Australia. Well, she was born in Australia, and yet now, she thinks, let's have a go at the white people. Why? Seriously, why? She should get in trouble for what she is saying. But she doesn't. She gets away with it. You see, as I was saying when the shoot was on, it's as though we've all been shifted to a parallel Earth. Something's the same, everything else is different. Because a few years ago, about 4, 5, 6 years ago, you didn't have woke in movies, you didn't have any political crap in movies. You didn't hear one person, what this, what that, and you have all these other ones talking and get away with it. But between in the past 4.5, 5.5 years, 7.5 years, you've got all this woke political crap in movies. Oh, we've got to change the colour of the character. We've got to change the ending. That Snow White live action movie. They changed it. Snow White was supposed to be a damsel in distress sort of thing, where the prince saves her, and the prince stops the evil queen. The evil queen is supposed to go off the cliff. They changed that. The live action movie of Aladdin. They changed the ending to that. Instead of the genie, they get the genie gets set free. Because remember in the cartoon, Aladdin sets the genie free, the bracelets come off, and the genie goes off on a nice holiday by himself. But in the live action one, no. No sooner the bracelets come off, the genie turns into a human because the genie was cursed. He was a human and then turned into a genie. That's not how it works. Right? Live action movie of Pinocchio. Changed, there was two things wrong with it. One, changed the colour of the blue fairy. The ending, where Pinocchio done a good deed and the blue fairy turns Pinocchio into a real boy. But not in this live action one. Oh no. After Geppetto and Pinocchio get away from the big whale in that cave, as they're walking towards the opening of the cave, Geppetto is holding Pinocchio's hand. They're walking towards the opening of the cave, and Pinocchio transforms into a real boy. That's not how it's supposed to work. Because remember, the blue fairy turned Pinocchio real, but at the time he was still a wooden boy. Then you had The Little Mermaid live action. Changed the colour of the character, and as I said, instead of having one of the mermaids their own movie, they decide let's change the character. Seriously, that flopped. The movie Wendy and Peter. The one that's playing Peter Pan looked like an 8-year-old. And Wendy, who's supposed to be all nice, was totally stuck up. Really nasty. Very, very nasty. Right? That was terrible. Seriously. You see, Disney making these movies, they flop. And the movies that don't flop don't have woke, don't have any political crap. They're there to entertain the audience. And I have said this time and time again. When movies are made and when TV shows are made, they're there to entertain. The actors and actresses work really hard, so they do a good job, and so the audience is entertained. Right? But these other movies, oh no. They're just made for the fun of it. And they're cash grabs. Especially a live action movie that's coming out soon called Moana. They turned that into a live action movie, a cash grab. They changed the girl that did the voice in Moana In the live action, oh, let's change it, have a different female play that character. And of course, the only thing that they didn't change is that God, who's played by Dwayne Johnson, who did the voice in the cartoon Moana. Another movie that's a cash grab, because it's a live action movie. Cash grab. Seriously. They don't care. They just want to, oh, it's a cash grab. Now, a few weeks ago, we went and saw Michael, right? There were some things in it were good, but some things, like for example, when Michael was little, it was very hard to get because Michael would be really quick. The other thing that's wrong, Michael started singing when he was 5 years old. And yet in this movie, true story, they've got him, oh, he's 11. Oh, but say you're 8 years old. That's wrong. And I've heard people talk about it and how it just seems as though the one that was playing Michael, even though he said, oh, doing it for my Uncle Michael and all this, blah, blah, blah. But really, I'd say he's just doing it for the fame. That's all the only reason why he's doing it. Because that's wrong. And then, which I'm going to be doing a bit of a talk about that movie in a video. Now, The Mandalorian, as I've said on the live stream a little while ago, some people say, it was really good. It's definitely really good, right? Because of the novelty popcorn holders there, and you've got the cup, and then you've got Grogu there, and then you've got Mando's helmet, right? And I've heard a lot of people say it's really good, and then there's others that start nitpicking. They start picking at saying, "Oh yes, some things were good in that Mandalorian Grogu movie, but there was things that weren't." And to those people that are saying that it wasn't good, or some things were good and some things weren't, to me and a lot of other people, Mandalorian and Grogu movie was good, very good. Okay, especially the relationship with Mando and Grogu, was like father and son. Mando was there, protects, saves Grogu, and then Grogu ends up saving Mando. Now, when he made that little hut, someone said in a comment it looked like a pizza oven. Now, of course, it did look like a bit like a pizza oven. But if you if you think about when what Yoda was living in, right? That was big, and then you've got the opening there, right? So it's sort of like a small version of Yoda's hut, in a way. You know, well, there was a funny part where he was where Grogu's pushing Mando into the hut, and he's hitting his head, right? Trying to get in, so he's in, but of course couldn't get Mando all the way into the hut because the hut only came about. It was about like he had his legs about that far sticking out. They covered it with the branches and that. You know, it's fine. But that's to entertain. This is the thing. They made it to entertain. And seeing Sigourney Weaver in a Star Wars movie, Mandalorian, what was that? Oh, something, comment or something or other. I don't know who that was. Anyway, I'll have a look anyway. But it's entertaining, seriously. But I will do a video about talking about that. And Michael, Masters of the Universe comes out in June. I will do a video on that and tell you what I thought of that movie. There'll probably be making a popcorn holder or something. So anyway, the person I mentioned that's a female, a comment came up. Now I don't know if that was that female. I don't know, but I will have a look. So yeah, I got a big job to do. I've got to fix up that room. I will do a before video and an after before video of how it looks at the moment, and an after video how it's been all fixed up, and upload that. Podcasting, I'm trying to work out what I'm talking about. Podcast, I will do videos on the computer talking about Michael, Mandalorian, Master of the Universe, but they'll be separate videos. So the Titanic, which probably not Wednesday, not Wednesday, today's Wednesday. Getting lost with my days. Friday, because there's about 12 issues to do. I will maybe, I don't know, do a live review on TED 2, and opinions as well. But yeah, pretty cool popcorn cup. Drink. So anyway, I'm going to go now. Thank you all for joining. It's always a pleasure chatting to you, Stuart. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. So thank you for the like. You gave me a like. Thank you for that. As I was saying before earlier on, the new things, coming to the channel, update on things coming back, podcasting, movie reviews, there'll be builds, Lego, the before and after video of the man cave. There will be on my Doctor Who fan film, episode 4, part 2. There'll be make sure definitely some CGI and that to make it a bit better. And so, but over the next few months or so, there'll be probably over time each month be new things to the channel. Now the Ford Falcon XB GT car build, probably might be doing that in the live stream in the room, because once I've got everything set up and finally put the entertainment unit together, I'll be able to use the white table in there and do the Ford Falcon XB GT car probably Saturday or Sunday. So anyway, I'm going to go now. Thank you all for joining. It's always a pleasure chatting to you all. It was a pleasure chatting to you, Stuart. So, as I say, don't forget to put a like, put a comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch you later. Take care, guys. Bye now.